Kenyans repatriated from South Africa have recounted their experiences following escalating anti-migrant protests in the country, describing scenes of fear, violence, looting, and growing hostility towards foreign nationals. Some of the returnees who arrived in Kenya said they were forced to flee after businesses were vandalized, jobs were lost, and insecurity worsened in parts of the country affected by the unrest. DW correspondent Lucy Riley spoke to some of them who returned and tells us more.
Kenya has evacuated 151 of its citizens from South Africa, all at the government's expense. Flights have been paid for, and the Kenyan High Commission in Pretoria has been opened as a sanctuary, housing citizens and their families while they await repatriation. When the evacuation process began, about 200 people had signed up, but that number has been growing. Overnight alone, a new group of around 40 people arrived at the High Commission, making this, in the government's own words, a fluid and evolving situation. Here's what some of the Kenyans who recently returned had to say.
Kuna wase wameishiwa na job zao, kuna wase wamevurugwa, wanaenda kwa streets wakisema wahambe, wase go home, mrudi kwenu. So that's it. So kuna wase biashara zao zimeharibiwa, and very few cases, I think maybe one or two deaths. Siwezi sema ati wanaenda wakiwa wase.
At first, a lot of the attacks that were happening, they claimed that it was towards undocumented foreigners, but the thing is, both undocumented and documented foreigners are still getting harassed in South Africa. Living in Cape Town was actually a huge dream of mine, and the fact that I had to be really aware of the environments that I was in, and the fact that being a foreigner was putting me at a high risk, I decided to come back to Kenya and just wait and see if things would actually become better. But the thing is that I've actually seen is things have actually gotten worse in South Africa.
Kenya's Principal Secretary for Diaspora Affairs, Rosaline Jogu, says Nairobi remains committed to its long-standing ties with Pretoria, but has expressed concern over the attacks on foreign nationals.
Kenya and South Africa have enjoyed good diplomatic relations for many, many years, and we expect this to continue. It is unfortunate that we have seen this kind of attacks from a certain portion of South African citizens, levied against Kenyan citizens as well as other foreign citizens living in South Africa. So it is my hope that internally, as people have these conversations, those who are so against their own brothers and sisters, and those individuals, and I'm clear that this is not the bulk of South African society. These are, a few people who are doing this, and this is not the South African government either. That they will have a moment of reflection, truly, to think about why such vitriol is, why one must really target their brothers and sisters on the continent with that kind of vitriol.
South Africa's anti-migrant protest leaders have vowed to intensify their campaign. Protest organizers are demanding tougher immigration enforcement, including the deportation of undocumented migrants and stricter hiring quotas, signaling that tensions are unlikely to ease anytime soon.